Hello and welcome to Oakland. We're at Ring Central Coliseum. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Oakland Athletics. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. So the Boston Red Sox are in position to sweep this three-game series with a win. So, Chris, what's their mindset heading into today?
Yeah, looking to go 3 for 3, Boog. They've already won the series, and now they can really leave their mark. It's all about having confidence, and that's what a team takes away from a sweep. So they're happy to win the series, but they'll really be riding high tomorrow with a win today.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Bob Finch. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
And the pitch. Right side, Shannawell. He'll do it himself. One up, one down.
Batting second, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt.
One out, one out.
Get ahead, stay ahead.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Kicks and fires. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Fly ball down the line. Towards the line. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Goldie, the base runner at first with one out. And a pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, obviously the knuckleball, it's not a pitch designed to blow by hitters, but you'll see this every once in a while. You give up on that pitch at the plate, and then the last moment it darts back into the strike zone, and you're just not ready to get a swing off in time. Looks like it's 100 miles per hour, and I tell you what, I know from personal experience it's not a good feeling.
Willie Adames stands in. 2 for 10 in the series. Adames goes 6'1", batting in the cleanup spot, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. The shortstop takes the ball.
No strike.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Right through there for a strike. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the play, and it's out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. And now the Athletics offense gets its first shot here. No score. Top of the second, so stepping in for Boston, Edward Olivares.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boo. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
And the 1-0. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Here comes a pitch. That one finds the zone, and a count 2-1. The wind of the pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And stepping in for Boston, Vaughn Grissom. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. Runner at first with no outs here. Double play ball to second. Flips it for 1. On to first. Double play.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
And the batter now, Luis Rengifo. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. This one in the air. As this one sized up. Corrals it. And that's the third out. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in Oakland, here's the catcher, Connor Wong. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. The pitch. And there's the strike.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Oh, you may think, man, that pitch was right on a tee for him, but I don't care where a knuckleball ends up. Those things dance all over the place, and even when they pass right through the hitting zone, squaring it up or even getting a good piece of it can be a tough task.
And next for the Red Sox, Jake Myers.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And that skips in the dirt. That misses the zone, and it's 2-0. Top of the third, no score. There's a strike up high, and it's 2-1. One down, base is empty.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Bounced up the middle. Young throws to first in time. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third. Now batting Jarren Duran. He's 0 for 1.
Go get this guy right after him.
That one missed. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking. Nothing doing for Boston, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie, 38 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Finch back to work. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Next offering in there for a strike. Going to count 1 and 2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Knuckler faded to the outside corner for called strike 3.
Maybe a little bit of overthinking at the plate right there. You want to be patient with knuckleballers and not give into that pitch that's going to dart out of the zone at the very last moment. But that was about as hittable as knuckleballs can get, and he was frozen.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that ball is out of here. A gigantic blast. His second homer this series. The Red Sox score first. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Man, I hated knuckleballs. Seems like it's so hard to square him up and hit the ball hard, but this guy had no problem at all. It was like he was born to do this. Really good piece of hitting, just a sound swing, and he stayed within himself.
Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Willie Adames. Popped out and foul ground first time through.
One out. You got one.
And that's in the dirt. One out, base is empty. Ground ball up the middle. Young tosses to first, and they get Adames for the out.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Next is the designated hitter, Edward Olivares. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, all right, here we go.
And that's too high.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Next offering is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to the left, Hernandez. That's out number 3. One hit in the inning, a solo homer. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Red Sox 1 and the A's 0. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the second baseman, Vaughn Grissom.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Finch back to work. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
You know, these Red Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And a pitch. In the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. And a good eye there. Out to short. The throw to first. One away here in the 5th. Luis Rengifo up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 1 so far. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Hey, one down now, one down.
Next offering is in for a strike. The A's up by 2 here in the third and final game of the series. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now, Connor Wong.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That clips the corner. The Athletics leading by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Oh and 2 now. And that one is lifted in the air. Gentry makes the grab on the run. Back here in the East Bay, top 6. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Jake Myers. The pitch. Close, but called a ball. 1-0. And he lays down a bunt. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jarren Duran getting ready to hit.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Turn 2 for you right here.
At the belt and fires. And fouled off.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Hauls it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. 1 for 2. And that skips in the dirt.
Hey, roll it up now.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 1-2. Runner takes off. That's to third. In plenty of time to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Up next for the Red Sox, the third baseman.
Now it's Devers at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. And there's a ball. with the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Wouldn't chase that time. Willie Adames waits on deck. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Two outs. So Devers will take his base.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Willie Adames.
You got your back here.
First offering, and it just misses. There's a strike at the knees.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
2 outs here. 2 outs.
The 1-1.
That's the ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Smoked on the ground a second. They take the force out number 3. So they strand a pair. Hard in the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the A's 3 and the Red Sox 1. Back in Oakland, now it's the DH, Edward Olivares.
Hey, they'll be out now.
The wind of the pitch. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. And here it comes.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Got him swinging. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
At the plate, Vaughn Grissom. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One gone, runner at first. Luis Rengifo up next for the Red Sox.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And here comes Mark Kotze as he's ready to make a change and go to the bullpen. Bob Finch done for the afternoon, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Mason Miller.
Going to be a tough matchup for him right here. Right-handed hitters have been having a lot of success against him so far this season. I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Athletics, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors as they left 10 runners on base. For the Red Sox, 1 run on 9 hits, 1 error, they left 10 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Oakland Athletics taking on the Seattle Mariners. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill today, Bob Finch.
Yeah, and as Whip tells you, he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So we're taking the mound. This is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
And a pitch. Daniel Bryant stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
No outs here.
Chop to third. Tosses to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting second, the right fielder, Kane
And now for Seattle, Kanan Smith and Jigba. That's a slider for a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting third, the center fielder, Julio.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
On the ground to short, Young. On the run, throw to first. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. We'll head to inning number 2 at T-Mobile Park. No score. Back in Seattle, and the batter now, Enmanuel Valdez.
The first baseman.
Valdez measures 5 feet 8 inches, 190 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Hey, nobody away.
Finch back to work. And that drops in for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And a pitch. In the air, left side. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down. In now is the Mariners DH, David Fry. That one misses, and that's ball 1. And a good eye there. Right side. Muncy throws to first in time. Now the third baseman, Jace Young.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
In the dirt, and a count 2-1. Left-hand hitter waits.
That's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be the pitch that he turns on.
Third out. Mariners are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Back at T-Mobile Park, here's Kike Hernandez.
The second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Finch back to work. That's in there. It's 0-1. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Here comes a pitch.
Whoa, that's just out.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Fires across the diamond. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting it, the left fielder.
Here's Joe Adele.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Christian Bethancourt. Just missed. Adele stands at first with one out.
Let's turn it. Come on now.
Righty delivers. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Throws to first in time.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
So the lineup flips over. Daniel Bryant up next for the Mariners. And that's in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. Here's a tapper towards short. Young whips it to first on the run. That's the third out. Inning over. Mariners leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Kanan Smith and Jigba.
The right fielder, Kanan Smith in Jigba.
And here it comes. Tied him up inside with that one.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
And he deals. Struck him out looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Rodriguez out of the play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Enmanuel Valdez up next for the Mariners. Fly to left his first time. He swings and fouls one off. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Mariners go down quietly there, and we are still scoreless. Bottom of the inning, and now for Seattle, David Fry.
The designated hitter.
Fry, in his 4th year, 30 years old now. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. The right-hander back to work. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on, hold the bat as he sits on the bench, waiting for his time to hit.
Swings and misses, and the count is 1-1. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. And a 1-2 again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect a pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Digging in, Jace Young. In there at the knees.
0-1.
All tied up here in the second game of the series. That's in there. And it's 0-2. This one in the air. Wilson under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Hernandez.
Here's Kike Hernandez. He's 0 for 1.
Hey, place it first. Place it first.
That misses. Ball 1. Hit in the air, center field. Sizing this one up. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Bottom of the 6th inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Joe Adell.
Hey, we got no out.
Finch back to work. And he takes a strike.
Well, these Mariners just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
And up next for Seattle, Christian Bethancourt. Grounded out his first time up. Off the mark there. 1-0.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Next offering is in for a strike. Go ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball out to short. tosses to first. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Ryan in the box now, takes strike one.
0-1's the count.
Line, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Mariners take the lead. 1-0. The throw gets away at second.
Well, that right there is a pretty clear example of why making a clean, on-target throw back into the infield is so critical, but so many times it's easily overlooked. You can't be careless about it as an outfielder. Doesn't matter if you're throwing to a base or a cutoff, you have to give them something that they can handle. That cost them a run as a result.
Now here is Kanan Smith and Jigba. Out towards left center. Sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's two away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. On the ground, right side. Fair ball. Around third. And that rolls into the corner. He'll score. It's 2-0. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Next to hit, Enmanuel Valdez. That one misses, and that is ball one.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So a good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We're through 6 full. It's the Mariners 2 and the A's 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate, David Fry. The wind and the pitch. That's in for a strike. Back to the mound. He's got it. Slings to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
The batter, the third baseman, Chase.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Jace Young.
1 out now.
And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 1.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 2 out.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. In the dirt. And the count even 1-1. On the ground to third. Slides for the stop. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out. Nobody left for Seattle, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th.
Every team wants a reliable closer, and that's exactly what he delivers for his squad. They expect to win when he's on the mound at the end of the ball game, and he just produced his 25th save of the year.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 2 runners on base. For the Athletics, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 31 minutes.
Mm-hmm.